What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simple Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. Hey, this live had to be sparked right now because, as you guys can see, it has just been dropped by Ian Rappaport that Kliff Kingsbury and Joe Whitt are no longer with the Washington Commanders. Let's talk about it, y'all. I am currently live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. So I'm talking to both. I got to try to manage and look. I'm going to try to do both right quick, y'all. So y'all bear with me. TikTok, I'm running on my phone. I got to give me a second camera. I'm going to have to go buy me a second camera because I can see that I got to give both of y'all equal attention. And I got two monitors over here. But yeah, I can only record off of one camera, y'all. Hey, we got to talk about it. It's now been reported Kliff Kingsbury is out as our offensive coordinator. Also, Joe Whitt, which I know the whole fan base is excited to see, is officially out as our defensive coordinator. The news couldn't have come fast enough when it comes to Joe Whitt, y'all. So what does that mean for our offense next year and what that's going to look like? What is that going to mean for our defense next year? Is DQ going to continue to call the defense? Or are we going to bring in, somebody that's friends with DQ to call the defense, somebody he's familiar with, or is he going to start stepping out the box and, start looking at other options? And there's also bearing Kliff to get head coaching interviews. Texans, the Titans is one of the teams that he's, been, linked with as far as like interviewing for head coaching jobs. And I said this in my last YouTube video is that, hey, I don't think that Kliff Kingsbury should have been fired, this season. I think he should have got at least one more season being our OC if he did not get an opportunity to be a head coach again. If he had gotten an opportunity to be a head coach again, hey, I respect it. I wish him nothing but the best. But to be fired or let go or part ways, whatever word they want to use, nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with him being let go or fired by any means necessary. Because it was not solely on him that he had to battle with multiple. Philly will take him. I'm pretty sure Philly would. Philly's offense would probably look phenomenal, but he don't like running the ball. And I think that's what kind of alluded to the dysfunction between the reports that came out, which is showing up to be somewhat true. That, hey, you don't see that there was reports that DQ and Kliff was not on the same page, and then you also see that it was Kliff and AP that wasn't on the same page. But as we heard from the presser with DQ and AP is that the coaching decisions is solely on Dan Quinn. So he brings in who he wants, he let go who he wants. You get what I'm saying? So it looks like it was more leaning towards. It's just that, DQ and Kliff wasn't on the same page when it came to the offense and how the offense was being called from year one to year two. There was reports that they wanted to see more of a heavy run game, but when you got running backs that are not proven, and yes, we did see some glimpses from guys like Lil Bill and C-Rod, but when you don't got a prominent back and you're running with a running back committee. And then some questions are being asked about the offensive line. Do we have the right offensive line to be that powerhouse run offense? I think that we need to beef up a little bit on the interior O-line. No Diddy. They need to build that defense. For sure, Dash. Defense definitely is still the number one priority for me. But I know we got to build up our defense. I know that. And then we seen Kliff Kingsbury towards the end of the season with the veterans and Marcus Mariota and Josh Johnson running more under center. The most that we probably seen in Kliff Kingsbury's 2 years being in Washington. And it was just wonder, like, why are we seeing the veterans run under center more and running the play action, running some bootlegs and all that? But we didn't see that with JD5. The most we saw out of JD5 from a formation standpoint was shotgun and pistol. And I don't know if a lot of y'all fans pay attention or listen to the pressers that, Kliff and Joe Whitt was doing at the time. But I forgot Brian Dable for OC. He had Jackson Dart balling. Hey, Jackson, Dabble is a good option. Dabble is a good option. Just I don't deny that. I I'm just a little funny about continue to hiring within the division. Like, I don't want why we gotta bring everybody from the Eagles, Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys. Why we can't get somebody outside? But it's all good. It's all, as a Commander fan, brother, Adam Peters got a lot of work this offseason. Yes, for sure he do. Who do you want? Offense, I wasn't even thinking about offensive coordinators, Jess. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I can't say who or I don't want, who I do want, who I don't want. I know the pool for offensive coordinator is very limited because you would 9 times out of 10 see the offensive coordinators that's hot right now going into the offseason. Those guys are probably going to get a lot of more head coaching opportunities. And if they don't land a head coaching job, guess where they're going? Right back to the team that they was at. We need Raheem Morris on the defense. And OC is still up in the air, Sean. I agree. The only thing I say about Raheem Moore is looking at his NFL defensive rankings when he was coaching defenses or the head coach of a team. It was middle of the pack or on the back end of the defensive rankings. Yes, he did have moments where he led in interceptions and sacks. So can he put it together with what we got on defense right now? Because we need an overhaul. We need an overhaul on defense. It's not all, going to come together in one off season. So does he have the personnel that he needs to be a successful defensive coordinator? We got to see what AP cook up. Our team name sucks. We probably going to suck again next year. That's crazy. We got to trade back in the draft and get a load on defense. Nah, Sean, I agree. Like I said, if Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Ace Bailey, and Ruben Bain is not there when we pick 7th overall, I'm definitely listening for trades. I'm trying to trade back, and I'm trying to get a slew of picks back, not just for this year. I'm trying to get a slew of picks for 2027 too. This is like a 1 to 2 year buildup to try to get the defense to be a dominant defense. But we just need JD5 healthy, McCaffrey, Eckler, Zach, man. From Tina, I'm not mad at you on that, but it looks like Eckler time in Washington may be up. And again, guys, it's going to be a whole bunch of more lives, brought to you by Simba and us going in with pending free agents. I kind of want to stick a little bit more but I'm going to address every question. Used tires for used cars. Let's get brand new vehicle. Yeah. Ertz and Eckler are gone, man. And I hate to say that about Zach Ertz because he has been productive with us. But I just feel like the team, if you talk about take with the follow, appreciate it. When you talk about having guys that is young and you want to be fast and all the stuff that he was alluding to in his presser, I don't see how you bring Zach Ertz back, who's not even going to be ready by the start of the season. I don't even know. He's not even going to be ready. So where are you going to go for a tight end? Are you going to ride with Ben? I love Ertz too. I do appreciate he didn't get the yak that I wanted. But he found ways to get open. He found ways to get open with us, and he was productive, no doubt. But when you got guys like Kyle Pitts is pending free agent, he might sign back with Atlanta. We don't know. He might go elsewhere. You got guys like Isaiah Likely who can really step up and be Zach Ertz, but more athletic and more, mobility. Like, I take Isaiah Likely over Zach Ertz right now. Just me being honest. Luke McCaffrey is great. Yes, but is he going to see the significant amount of playing time if we bring back Treylon Burks? Like, how's that going to work? Who's going to be that number 2? We need Likely or Pitts. That's about Pitts is that he might get overpaid for sure. He's going to command top dollar for sure. Yo, Brody, what's good, big bro? Big bro in the building, man. I think we should make a trade for Mark Andrews or better. I don't think we should trade for anybody. We don't have enough draft capital to make any trades going into 2026. Shout out to Big Bro with the lightning bolt one time. Thank you, bro. Flores as DC. Flores his first option is going to be head coaching options. Tay Young with the ×3 lightning bolt. Appreciate you, Tay. He's going to be a head coach option first. If he don't land a head coaching job, especially after that Miami stunt he pulled, you know what I'm saying, with not tanking, that tanking word that we all want to throw out there. If he don't get a head coaching job, I would love to have Brian Flores as our defensive coordinator. He's that aggressive defensive coordinator that I think this team needs. He's aggressive. He's gonna blitz, and he's gonna keep blitzing. He's gonna keep trying to dial up pressure to get quarterbacks off of their mark. That's what I would like to see. Coach OG, Triple OG, what to do, my guy? How's fat ass Whitt not being released too? I understand. Nah, Brandon. What's the name gone too? Joe Whitt has been fired as well. I didn't have enough time to pull the image. I was just like, man, let me hurry up and get on live. But Joe Whitt and Kliff Kingsbury are gone. We are looking for a new offensive coordinator and new defensive coordinator. Now, there are some ramblings about, hiring within for the next offensive coordinator. So that's guys like Anthony Lynn, who's been linked to going to college to be a running back coach. I forgot. I think it was at Penn State or somebody. Or it's going to be Brian Johnson, the passing game coordinator that came from the Philadelphia Eagles. So is it or Pritchard? Does Pritchard, who stepped up for Tavita? Is it Tavita Pritchard? That stepped up for the Bama that just went back to Stanford. Would you sign Henderson or trade for Crosby? I tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think I'm in on the Trey Hendrickson, train like a lot of people probably are. And it depends on the trade, what they want for Max Crosby. I'm not giving a third or higher for him. So it got to be a fifth or a sixth. I'm not chasing no more older guys. Pritchard went to Stanford. Who was the Bama that took over for him at quarterback? I forgot his name. My quarterback coach. I forgot who it was. But yeah, Pritchard is in Stanford. Yes. But whoever the backup, who do we hire within? I don't know. Is there somebody else out there that is a part of a successful offense that we can give an opportunity to come in and work with JD5? I don't know. I don't want nobody older than 27. Hey, me either, OG. Crosby is definitely I think he still has the motor to be a dominant pass rusher, but it's just we don't know if he's going to, what is that going to command from a trade perspective? They're not going to release him. They just gave him money. They just re-signed him to a big deal. So they're not going to cut ties with him this early. They're going to trade him. So are you going to give up top trade value for Max Crosby? Nah. Especially when you got so many young potential pass rushers coming in this offseason. In the draft this year. I don't know. If McDaniel would have got fired, I would have preferred him as our OC. Father Currington, that was my number one choice. I was hoping that the fucking Miami Dolphins made a dumbass decision and let go Mike McDaniels. They still might. Whoever the GM might come in, Dan Marino might go back over there. Was it Dan Marino? Yeah, whoever going to go help them out find the GM. Man, I was hoping and praying that they let that Bama go. 2 firsts for Max Crosby? Yeah, they can have it. I'm good. I'm not making that trade. I'm not giving up 2 firsts for him. Tay with the send, homie. Appreciate you, my guy. I don't want to send a draft pick on an old player. Nah, me either. I don't want to spend a draft pick on an old player either, OG. I think we did that. We did that last year, and we tried it, and we hit. We hit on that trade with Laramie Tunsil. We did. I would say from a stat perspective and what Debo did in San Francisco, he gave us at least what he gave them back in San Francisco. Now, could you want more for him for that trade value that we gave up? Yeah. Shout out to Cole with the GOAT with the time 8 GOAT. Appreciate you. Would you trade the 7th pick? They not taking the 7th pick for Max Crosby. And I get what you're saying, bro. Yes, you trade the pick for the talent, but how are you getting younger? And is it guaranteed? And again, I am a little, got a little bit of PTSD with the Albert Haynesworth, giving guys big money or giving up big trade values for niggas to come over here and just not be the same thing that they was. Laramie Tunsil was a hit. I'm not going to lie about that. I meant for picks. Where I traded 7 for picks. Yeah. The only reason I'm not trading, if Caleb Downs is still on the board at 7, I'm running that pick up immediately. I'm picking. Fuck that. We picking immediately for with that 7th overall. If Arvell Reese is there, I'm picking that. I'm taking him right then and there. If Ace Bailey is there, I'm taking that. I'm drafting him. Ruben Bain. I'm high on Ruben Bain, but I'm still a little skeptical. I don't know. It's just something. I don't know. Can he win on 1st or 2nd down? They should consider Kevin Petula. No, the fuck we ain't. Nah, I'm good. Nah. Downs to Dallas. Nah, he ain't making it past 7, bro. The wishful thinking. Y'all pick 11th. But if one of those 3 guys aren't there, Ace Bailey, Arvell Reese, or Caleb Downs, I'm trading back. And I'm trying to get me a slew of picks. I'm trading back, y'all. And I'm not saying that one of those guys probably are likely going to be there. We're going to see some tackles go. We're going to see somebody try to jump up and try to go get a quarterback. Bain to Dallas. Bain might be a top pick, man. He might be that, but we got to see. I got to see it first. He got to show me at the next level. I'm not saying that he can't be. What about Jeremiah Love? at 7. Fuck no. Sorry, y'all. I'm not bad. And that's nothing against Jeremiah Love. I just think that running back, us going drafting a running back that high, nah. When we got all the problems we got on defense, I did like Kliff, but he was calling QB draw plays when Jayden just came back from injury, not smart. I agree with you on that, Just. I mean, it was some skeptical calls by, guys like, by Kliff Kingsbury this season. So I understand the logic behind him not producing. Cole with the ×4 Golden Gloves. Appreciate you, my guy. Hold on, let me get my stream deck up, because y'all, I got you. My bad, YouTube family. I gotta get my stream deck loaded up, man. We got people over here gifted. The Golden Boxing Gloves. Shout out to Triple OG Triple. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate it. Let me pull back up. Yeah, here we go. My bad, y'all. But Philly will take him, please. Just someone than Kevin Petula. And again, Kliff Kingsbury is gonna get an opportunity to either coach OC again, or he's gonna be a head coach somewhere. It's not, and I want to preface it by saying this: Kliff Kingsbury's offense is successful. It's just the play calling is very predictable. And when you get predictable, is your leash longer? Like, we were still able to move ball against everybody that we played against, even with our backups. We were still able, and then we, shot ourselves in the foot with penalties and, bad reads and stuff like that. But Kliff, his offense works. I just wanted him to expound on the offense. I wanted him to get a little bit more on the center. I want him to get more traditional a little bit. I think he still could have ran, a heavy dose of, air raid, but we shall see, man. We shall see. To be fucking, he didn't have any players on offense this year, and that's why I said I would have gave him another year, Carrington. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I agree with you that he should at least been given another year with fully healthy players, and we could have made a trade here or there. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? We moved the ball pretty well for the number of injuries. There was a lot of screen checkdowns, yes, and that's what I didn't like. The receivers on the outside did not play the screen game that well. It was moments. I agree giving him one more year for sure. Yeah, I would have given him one more year. The screen game has not been productive, or it has been its best in the last 2 seasons, because you don't got dog mentality blockers receivers out there. Terry McLaurin did show some moments. Debo was the one catching a lot of the screens, but Luke McCaffrey, and I seen him get whiff on a lot of blocks on the screen game. Jalen Lane, little man, no. So when you don't got the outside receivers that buys into being blockers on the screen game, it ain't gonna be that successful, or it's gonna be limited. That's why you kind of seen the most success out of the screen game, us pulling guards and tackles and running those middle screens with Debo Samuel. That's the most success we've seen all season with screens. So again, like I said, I would have gave Kliff another year to prove it with healthy guys. I want us under center more to keep the defense guessing, and that's right, Cole. That's what's. You go look at any successful offense this year, I guarantee you they under center snaps is high. So is he still our OC or no? Nah, he's gone, Ken. Kliff Kingsbury is out. Joe Whitt is out. We are in search for a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. I think Debo is out, but IU will be coming over from San Francisco. DC Sean Taylor, we got to see him get released first. And I think that it will happen. I think it will happen. I think IU will get released, but I want a big target receiver out there, y'all. That's just me. Agree, we had too many run plays with JD this season, which put him at risk. Not gonna lie, Scott, that is true. But even from a passing perspective, JD 5, and I'm a JD 5 guy, but I'm still going to be critical of his progression as an NFL quarterback. He has to get better at when he's outside the pocket, remaining a passer first, rather than just saying, hey, I'm just going to take what the defense give me and get it with my legs. If he can flip that switch and remain a passer, which he can do. I think he can do it. He's shown glimpses of it. But if he fully buys into, hey, just because I get out this pocket, I'm still about to throw this motherfucker. I ain't about to run. Unless it's absolutely needed for him to run. But even when he runs, take 1 or 2 yards, take 3 yards, take what the defense, get the fuck down. Get yourself out of harm's way. You've seen Lamar Jackson progress to it and not put himself in harm's way as much as he should. I mean, as he was his rookie to third year. And you seen, other guys, Caleb Williams, when he gets out that pocket and he was running, that man running straight to the sideline. He ain't trying to juke. He ain't trying to make Bama's miss. He's going to get what he can get, pause, and he's going to get down. That's the mindset that I want to see from JD5 going into year 3. Yeah, Joe Whitt should have been fired. We understand that, but you got to be a little hesitant to say Joe Whitt should have been fired with the personnel that we got. We can't say Joe Whitt had to go, and then also our personnel is ass and slow and old as well. It's like, is Joe Whitt really that bad? Like, or was the personnel just that shitty? It worked for him year 1 as the season progressed, as going into the playoffs. It worked. It worked. We got stops. We caused turnovers late in the season with Joe Whitt. It wasn't what they wanted to see, but it worked, right? He said, I thought Joe Whitt got fired in November. Now he got demoted. He got relieved of his play calling duties and went back to the booth. They sent his ass right back to the booth. Nah, our defense was ass from the jump. Nah, it was. I'm not disputing or trying to speak up for how bad the defense was. No, it was bad. The defense was horrible. And he should have been fired. I agree with y'all wholeheartedly, but I try to look at the whole perspective, the total perspective, and not just, all right, I'm just gonna put all the blame on Joe Whitt. Bro, we had Bobby Wagner in pass coverage. Yeah, he had 1 or 2 picks, but do y'all want to see Bobby Wagner in pass coverage again 2026? That's a fair question. Do we want to see Frankie Louvu drop it in pass coverage in 2026? I don't want to see that shit. So again, chill out fam with the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't want to see that. Me personally. And shout out to Bobby Wagner for reaching that 2,000 club. But nah, I'm good. Thank you for all you boys. I think he's still a downhill runner. I mean, tackler and great tackler. Father Currency with the fucking follow. Appreciate it. Scar with the follow. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We need to blitz Louvu like we was last season. Hold on, y'all. Pops was just calling me. Hold on. God damn. My bad. I'm back. You got a football question. What it is, Tiger? What you got? I think Frankie Louvu needs to be in the box. Let me go and do not disturb real quick. What do you want our receiver room to look like next year? Terry McLaurin, Traylon Burks. I want us to trade for Brian Thomas Jr. That's a wishful thinking. I want us to trade for BT. It's like or drafting a 6'4", 6'5" receiver. It's like 3 or 4 of them coming out this year. I think we just need a bigger receiver. And I'm including Isaiah Likely in the tight end and the receiver. Lucas with the follow. Thank you so much. And I'm looking if Debo wants to come back on a friendly deal, bring him back. If Brandon Ayuk want to come on a prove it deal, bring him in. Please take Kevin Petula. Now we good. We good on Kevin Petula. We good on Slim. Do you think Eric Dickerson is a top 10 on the time greatest running backs? Eric Dickerson? Shit, nigga, that's an ancient history question. Yeah. You can put Eric Dickerson up there. It's probably argument 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but I'll say yeah for right now. I gotta really think about that. I'm focused on Kliff Kingsbury and Joe Whitt being gone, and who about to be our new OC and our new defensive coordinator, y'all. That's where I'm focused on my right now. I want a wide receiver with Debo Yak, but at 6'5", for sure. Me too. Y'all need a draft a QB first round. We might need to do that because the report says Marshawn Lattimore is not going to be back next year playing cornerback for us. So we're going to have to replace him, or we're going to have to rock with Mike Sanders still. Caleb Downs, I'll take Al Hurst as DC. I like Al Hurst. Coming from 2 successful defenses with his time with the Cowboys, and him having been around a successful defense with the Chicago Bears. But are the guys going to buy into, and that's what any defensive coordinator, are the guys going to buy into a new first-time defensive play caller? Because this will be the first time Al Hurst is calling defense. Like, this is going to be his first time calling the defense. We tried to get Al Hurst back when DQ got hired, but the Cowboys were being some hoe-ass niggas. Being some hoe-ass niggas and blocked us being able to interview him. And he's a DQ guy. Yes, for sure. He's one of the DQ guys. So I wouldn't be opposed to Al Hurst. I'll take Al Hurst. But do Al Harris want to come here, or do he want to see what he need to see? That interview going to be, anybody that we bring in as a defensive coordinator interview is going to be, it's going to be about a day or two, because you need to see AP, DQ, how y'all going to reconstruct this motherfucking defense, because I ain't coaching that. Which, if y'all bring it back out what y'all had last year, any defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, Raheem Morris, Al Harris, all the motherfuckers looking like, who the fuck about to be our players? Like, what the team about to look like? We need a real defensive guru, Gotti. I agree with you. I agree with you on that 100%. I'm a defensive-minded person. I want to be an aggressive defense. I don't want to be a defense that gives up 30 points a game. Gotti with the follow. Appreciate it. I'm tired of being a defense that give up 30 points a game. I'm tired of being a defense that has a bend but don't break mentality. No, I want to stop niggas on their side of that. They do not cross the 50-yard line. That's the defense I want. And I know that may cost us a lot of money, and that may cost us something to make that happen. And I know it's probably gonna start off with the coach, but Ben Johnson replacing Kliff. Ben Johnson ain't leaving the Chicago Bears. I'm glad we got rid of Joe Whitt. I am too. I ain't mad at you, Jayden Prod. Ben Johnson ain't going nowhere. Ben Johnson is in Chicago. They getting ready. They getting up for a playoff game right now. We need to go get Isaiah Likely. Gotti, that's my second tight end. Cal Pitts is first. Isaiah Likely is number 2. That's my number 2 option, y'all. That's just me. Those are my 2 top tight ends that I'm definitely looking forward to drafting. I mean, picking up out of free agency. I said drafting. Just wishing. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with wishing. I'm wishing too. I'm wishing that we get Brian Thomas. Who would you like to see replace Kliff and Joe? Defensively, Brian Flores is my number 1 option. Al Harris is my number 2. Raheem Morris is my number 3. And Jim Schwartz, I'll put Jim Schwartz in front of Raheem Morris. Those are my top 4 guys. Let's go get Woolen in free agency. Snoopy, and I'm glad you brought up Woolen. I talked about that on my post-game live. And my only question about getting a guy like Tyreek Woolen, right? Why would he leave a successful defense? And I understand his playing time been cut short outside of money. If money is not the issue, why would he leave a successful defense to come and play with us? Is it playing time or is it payday? I'm out of the market of paying big money to guys to come in and start their vacation early. I don't want that. If you're gonna come in here and we pay you a lot of money, be a dog. Be a dog. That's all I ask. I'm not opposed to getting a Tyreek Woolen, but what Tyreek Woolen are we getting? Are we gonna get the same Tyreek Woolen that showed glimpses when he was drafted to Seattle, or are we gonna get a nigga that just trying to get that bread? I don't want that. Albert Haynesworth scarred me for life. I'm scarred for life. But I wouldn't be opposed to a Tyreek Woolen to go opposite of Trey Amos. I like that pick. Big, he's a limp pause. Ooh, that was crazy. God. Damn, that was crazy. That was a little crazy right there. Hire Jay Gruden as OC. Hey, Joe, you tripping. Jay Gruden is never returning back to Washington to do anything as a coach. Like OC, nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. I just don't see it happen. Jim Zorn then? Fuck no. Fuck it then, no. We don't need nobody that previously was a head coach for the Washington Commanders to come back and be a coach for us. We good. We always good. The other name, the honorable mention that I would mention as defensive coordinator, and I don't think that the Buccaneers are going to let him go, is Todd Bowles. If they let go Todd Bowles and they part ways with him, I would definitely bring Todd Bowles back to DC. We still paying Gruden to this day. We are after that contract was up. Damn. Shit. I thought we got rid of that. I thought we got rid of that contract. But now get Mike Shanahan out of Indy as the OC. DC, Mike Shanahan is not coming back here. Jim, please fire Bowles. I hate Bowles. Damn. Buccaneers fans want to see Bowles gone, but guess what? I'm not mad at y'all for wanting to see him gone, because he damn sure can come and call defense for us. We need to stop running Jayden so much. I agree with you, Joe. But a lot of the runs that we seen from Jayden Daniels, those are pass plays that he chose to run out the pocket. There was. I don't think he had that many run design plays called for him this year. I'm talking about from this year to and last year. I think it decreased. I think the running that we seen out of Jayden Daniels was passing calls played that turned into him just escaping the pocket and trying to make shit happen with his feet. That's just me, but I might be wrong. Who are some candidates for OC? Hey man, the news just dropped. I was not thinking about offensive coordinator only if I would have seen the news that Kliff Kingsbury rolled out to be a head coach. But right now I haven't been looking at offensive coordinators. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I will do another live, and when they start dropping some names that maybe linked to us, we'll come back and discuss it. If Ravens don't do some changes, I'm gonna be on suicide watch. Hey man, shout out to all the Ravens fans in the building, man. I know y'all that loss hurt y'all, man. To have a consistent kicker, something I wish we had all season, and the rookie come up short, and the most pivotal kick that he probably needed to make to solidify his name as probably the next Justin Tucker for y'all. Hey, the Rook gonna be good, man. Y'all got something. there. Do you think the injuries were the main reason for our regression last season? Rabbit Man, I'm ranking it's number one is injuries. I think the injuries did play a hell of a part. Number two is personnel. Number three is coaching. And coaching and personnel is always interchangeable for me for some reason. And going back, and I'm not trying to bring up the whole Week 18 game and all that with against the Philadelphia Eagles, who say that we played their backups. I just want to keep that in mind, that a lot of the starters for us in 2025 did not play in Week 18. So, yeah, we had some, but it was a lot of starters missing from our unit. We missed a lot of starters too. That was an exhibition match between second and third string guys versus second and third string guys with a glimpse of, or a sprinkle of starters. If you want to be technical. I don't know, man. The oldest roster, they had a plethora of injuries. Injuries definitely played the biggest part. But we definitely had some players who are beyond ass. Yes, Justin. And that's why I say it's going to be number one, injuries. You just can't have your starting quarterback in and out the offense, along with your starting wide receiver. And then, we lost Zach Ertz, like when it didn't matter no more. But losing Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler was a big part to our offense. Him being catching the ball out the backfield, his running ability. Like, I'm not saying he was a top tier nigga, but we lost so much offensively and defensively. DC had their defense, but still an old defense. Yeah. Just the happiest I've been all season. Hey man, a lot of Commanders fans are excited. HTTC fans, HTTR fans. They wanted to see Kliff gone. They wanted to see Joe Whitt gone. And I'm going to say this about our fan base. And I love our fan base, no, without a doubt. I love our fan base. But we are the true definition of, if we ain't winning, everybody is an option to get the fuck up out of here. We don't know how it feels to build with a coach or any star player on our team. If you're not producing for us, you're right, Just. We give up so fucking quick on coaching. And I even go back to GM Scott McCloughan, and we already knew what the Scott McCloughan situation. I think that was our best GM that we had, and he was actually bringing in talent. But he said Joe Whitt's still employed. Nah, Joe Whitt gone, man. They gave him his walking papers. Y'all saw that image of him walking up the tunnel in Philly. He had his book bag on. That was that nigga getting exited out of the motherfucker. That was his last time. Yes, I understand. I understand the PTSD. I definitely understand the fan base and why we give up so fast. But I'm just not on that. I'm not on that train, because I know what it takes. You gotta have guys that are around 3 to 4 years to actually see success. Like, you gotta have certain key pieces still attached to the team. Like right now, we're hitting a major reset button. And we are pressing that reset button slowly because we don't know who the OC going to be and who the DC going to be. And we don't know what type of overhaul we want to have on defense. I've seen so many losing seasons, but this season hurt way worse after last season. And I understand that, Rapper Man. It hurt a lot of us. It hurt a lot of us. Having so much success, going 12-5, but then going 5-12. Hell yeah, that hurt. But to go to the great lengths of, DQ need to go, AP need to go, Joe Whitt, Kliff Kingsbury. It's like, hold on, y'all, chill. Just rapping with the follow. Appreciate you, my guy. Like, hold on, y'all. Chill. We gotta chill real quick. We can't get rid of everybody. We gotta keep somebody, man. We gotta keep some pieces still here. We gotta keep some guys still here. What are your thoughts on Kliff as a Titans fan? You're gonna get a guy that's gonna have a successful offense. With him paired with Cam Ward, you're gonna see some similar success with Jayden Daniels. Y'all still got to add some pieces as far as like getting some talent around Cam Ward and getting a better O-line. But if y'all can give Kliff time to build the offense up the way, y'all gonna have a decent offense. I'm not going to sit up here and hate now that Kliff is gone. Joe, with the fucking follow, appreciate you, my guy. I'm not going to hate on Kliff Kingsbury because what he was able to do, JD5 his rookie year and still seeing some glimpse of success this year with our offense and still being able to move the ball against every defense that we played against. He was able to move the ball against the motherfucking Denver Broncos with a backup QB. He was able to move the ball against the fucking Seattle Seahawks. Now, it didn't turn out. It didn't materialize into a win or not. We still lost. We was able to move the ball against Detroit. We had moments. So it's not like he can't call offense. I just think that the offense that he was trying to call just got too fucking predictable. It just got too predictable. And for that, he's now departed and taking his talents elsewhere. DQ didn't lose. What David say? DQ didn't lose the locker room. They got to count for something. Yes, he didn't. And that goes to the whole, why did we lose? Why we ain't tanked, bro? We could have had the 5th overall pick, bro. Come on, bro. We're not going to sit here and do that, man. None of those players wanted to lose that game, regardless if they ain't had nothing to play for. They still out there. That's what they are playing for. It may not be a winning record, but they playing for potential contract extensions, playing to show an opportunity to get picked up by other teams that they don't get signed back here. Coaches, Joe Whitt, and Joe Whitt is not going to be a DC nowhere. He's going to be a DB coach somewhere else. I don't see him getting another opportunity right now. He gonna have to wait a couple of years. He got to go be on a defensive unit that has so much success. You start to say, oh shit, like, damn, the DBs they turned over the ball this many times, or they led the league in turnovers for like 2 to 3 years for him to get another opportunity. But outside of Joe Whitt, Kliff Kingsbury is going to get opportunities to be a head coach. He's going to get an opportunity somewhere. It's not like it's bad. Mad Josh Johnson, look competent. And I know y'all, and I know y'all wanted that 5th pick. I know y'all wanted that 5th overall pick. I get it. I understand the mindset behind it. But I just try to look at it from a players and coaching, standpoint as well. I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan. I'm a fan first. But I ain't going to be naive to just look at it from just a fan perspective. These guys are playing for their livelihoods. They try to put some shit on tape too, because guess what? We just seen probably one of our best weapons in Kliff Kingsbury roll out. Ain't nobody, exempt except for JD5. He said, Jayden Daniels cooked. Damn, why you think Jayden Daniels cooked? Dude has been lucky to have good QBs to coach, but even the teams ain't do anything. Who was that, A? Who are you speaking about? I hope not. Raheem Moore's the DC. Are you talking about Raheem Moore's? 5th could have been easier to move down from. Don't see a lot of teams trading up to 7 compared to 5. And I get that, Father Currington. But when we talk about now, if we want to talk about and evaluate the trade, all right, at 5, and I hear everybody talking about this one player, Caleb Downs. If Caleb Downs is at 5, are you still talking about trading that 5th pick back? No, you're gonna take Caleb Downs. So yes, I get the see, we can't look at it from just one perspective. Yes, you could have got more back in a haul for the 5th overall pick versus the 7th. But are you really trading the 5th overall pick if Caleb Downs is there? Oh, Kliff Kingsbury to Detroit. He might be honest. That ain't bad. If he don't get a head coaching job, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. That ain't a bad. I ain't mad at that. Fame from Miami is a stud. Bane from Miami is a stud. Yes, he is. But are you trading that 5th overall pick for, or are you taking Arvell Reese, Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs, or Ace Bailey? So if we're not trading the 5th pick, because again, it's saying, oh yeah, you got the 5th pick, you can move that pick and get more. But if you don't trade it and you get Caleb Downs or one of those other top guys, you can get that guy 2 picks from that as well. You're not going to get all 4. You're only going to get one of the 4. And if you think about how the 2 quarterbacks is definitely going, we're going to see 2 quarterbacks go. So that's 2 of the top 8, 2 teams. So now you're down to 6 teams that's potentially going to pick 4 of those guys. Somebody might go offensive tackle. They want to shore up their O-line. One might go receiver. One might go, 2 pass rushers might go. That's still a chance that Caleb Downs falls to number 7. Do the Giants really need Caleb Downs on a defense that has a good pass rush with Javon Holland back there? Yeah, you can add him and they make him even more of a stud. The Browns going to grab a tackle. Watch. Yeah, you see how many times Sanders and Shador and fucking Dylan Gabriel and the other quarterback and Joe Flacco was getting sacked. Hell yeah, they better go tackle. They better shore up that O-line. But again, like so again, all right. So you and just you thinking like that. Everybody is not going to need a safety, and you rarely see safeties go in the top 10. That's in the history of drafts. You haven't seen a safety go. So, and again, we're going to talk about this even more in depth as the draft get here, as free agency play out. Any moves that we make. I know coaching is the number one topic of discussion right now. Commanders go David Bailey. I keep saying Ace Bailey. I don't know why I get Ace Bailey. That's the hooper that played that. Nah, man. David Bailey. The Baltimore Ravens have announced they will be resting all their players for week 19. Hey, go ahead, bro. Chill out. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. The only other team I think that will pick Downs is the Giants. Yes. And I agree with you. I agree that the Giants is probably the only team. Hey, y'all, please keep double tapping that screen. Let's get this to 1,000 likes. Let's keep running up these likes, y'all. Appreciate y'all. If y'all can, double tap the fuck out that screen. Let's run it up to 1,000 real quick. I'm happy about Whitt Jr. leaving, and I think I'm happy about Kliff leaving now. Not sure yet. Hey, man, it's over with now. We can be mad for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Treat it as a 24-hour rule. Be upset, be mad. But let's get into the mindset of looking forward to who's next. Because guess what? They ain't coming back. Kliff ain't coming back. I like David Bailey, but the only thing is I'm concerned about is his run defense. Yes. And you got to understand that, yes, he has probably that is his one weakness is his run defense. But you get him for 5 to 6 years. You can, if I can get you to win on 1st and 2nd down when I got Dorrance Armstrong on the other side, who is a tremendous edge rusher, sealer. Yeah, all right, now I'm got to bring down a safety or a linebacker to overcompensate for David Bailey not being a good edge rusher, edge run defender. I deal with that for a season or 2. I can work with him. But can you be coached up to be a better run defender? Can you put on a little bit more weight? Is that going to slow you down? We got to analyze all of that. I'm going to tell you another name, Cassius Howell out of Texas A&M. That's another name, but he's a guy that's probably going to go in the later first round, later in the first round. Shula as Giants DC, Kingsbury as Giants OC. Shit. You might see Kliff over there, motherfucking, and up there in New York. I wouldn't be surprised at that. I ain't gonna lie. McCarthy as Giants head coach, Kingsbury as OC, Shula as DC. Why not just take Kliff Kingsbury as your head coach and your OC? What you need McCarthy for? We're in a perfect spot for Downs. We need him. And I think we are in a perfect spot. How we need to put on some size too. Yes. All those guys that's around 230, 240, 250, you're going to look at them as a Micah Parsons build, not production, as a build. So, yes, you're going to, yes, it's definitely. Hey, man, we need that cornerback from Tennessee. I forgot. Oh, McCoy. But him, Amos, and Mikey. But is Mikey a slot corner? Is he a slot corner? Or is he better suited playing on the outside? These are the questions that we're going to have to ask as we go and evaluate the talent that we got on the roster. This is what it's all going to be for the next, 2 to 3 months, y'all, until draft day. I'll take Kingsbury and Philly. I know a lot of Eagles fans are in here Talking about they'll take a lot of Mesa Denali, yeah, from LSU. He's another cornerback. Why is he leaving? I'm not sure. Red blood drop, red gang. I'm not sure why they part away. Shout out to the 1K likes. Thank y'all so much for double tapping the screen. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Now let's run it up to 2K. But right now, as we know, we are shopping not only for a new defense of players, we are also shopping for offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Nah, you right. Can't lie, Mikey got burnt a lot in the slot, which is weird because that's his main spot. And that's where he excelled at with Michigan. So yes, I'm and that can all be the type of defense that we call him. Maybe the next defensive coordinator can really dial up some real pressure. Maybe us getting an official pass rusher can come in and dial up some top nose plays to put Mikey in better situations, Trey in better situations, and whoever that other cornerback is going to be. We don't know yet. We got to see, man. We got to see how this thing plays out. But I'm going to let y'all know this right now. Be a little hesitant, whoever we get. What you think about Quan Martin? I think when Quan Martin got demoted, that was the straw that broke the camel back. That play against Turpin, against the Dallas Cowboys, him looking in the backfield when there's nobody threatening him up in front of him and letting him getting beat for 6, that was Quan's last straw. And I like Quan Martin. He had a down season, but we can't look and see like Quan Martin's rookie year didn't jump off the tape to it, didn't jump off and make it look like, oh shit, we got something from this guy. It was a steal. He can be something, but hey, he got exposed. He got exposed this year, so it is what it is. Good luck to him though, wherever he may end up. If the Ravens letting go of Todd, I'll take him. Todd who? He want a head coaching job. Well, my man DMV, Mateo, the OC of the Seattle Seahawks is a good OC. Yeah, but is he getting a head coaching opportunity first? Probably so. But why would he leave Seattle to come to us? That's the question that we got to ask for any offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator that's in a winning situation right now currently. Why would they leave as offense and defensive coordinators to go to another team to be an offense and defensive coordinator? Why? Would you sign David Montgomery or keep Rodriguez? Ooh, that's a tough question. I got other running backs that I would sign over David Montgomery, but if you're giving me the option, I would take David Montgomery over C-Rod. Brian Johnson probably next OC. I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of Brian Johnson if he's the next OC. How successful was his offensive play calling with the Eagles? I got to go back and look at it. I got to go look at his numbers. Not saying that he can't be successful here, but what is going to be his flavor of offense? Is he going to keep the air raid, or he going to go more to a traditional offense, West Coast style? I don't know. Brian Johnson probably next OC. You think Ravens are going to let go of their head coach? I got two. My brother-in-law is a Ravens fan, and one of my best friends, he a Ravens fan too. They've been calling for John Harbaugh to be fired for the last 4 years. He should have been gone. I don't know though. I don't know if they're gonna let him go. Now that offense was ass with Johnson. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Father Carrington. I don't remember that offense just shooting off the paper to me. Like, just thinking about it right now. Was it garbage due to personnel? I don't know, y'all. Get Sean McVay, assistant OC. You got to look at some of these successful, positional coaches for successful offenses and see if you can pick their brain and see if they can be the next thing. I want to go young, man. I want to go young OC. I want to go young, innovative offensive coordinator that's been waiting for an opportunity, man. That's going to bring some flavor. Like, that ain't going to be scared to run the multiple emotions, like, and they gonna mix it up. That's what I want to see, y'all. I want to see that. I want to see a young guy get an opportunity. You say Ravens fans got screwed. I'm a Bengals fan, by the way. Shout out to all the Bengals fans in the building. I don't think I mean, it was some questionable calls, don't get me wrong, but they still missed the kick. If you can prove successful coordinator jobs in multiple places, you strengthen as a head coach candidate. You do. Vance Joseph better not leave Denver for a head coaching. Hey, you might see that. You might see that happen. Brian Johnson. Yeah. Okay, all right, we caught up. But man, what are y'all official thoughts on offensive coordinator Kliff Kingsbury parting ways with the Washington Commanders? His time with JD5 is so. How do y'all feel about JD5 now? How do y'all feel like bringing in a new offensive coordinator? And I was talking to my man who's a diehard Commanders fan as well. I say look at it from this perspective, y'all. Could this now be a potential Jason Campbell situation where we're going to just keep seeing offensive coordinators rotate in and out, trying to work and make it work with JD5? Is this going down to the Jason Campbell? I already know some people believe that JD5, the outsiders, this is RG3 all over again. All right, that's cool. On the kick, the Steelers player jumped all over the line. Oh, they did. Hey man, yeah. One thing I don't want this to turn into a Jalen Hurts thing, consistently getting a new OC. I don't want that either. I want somebody that we going to stick with and ride and rock with and let him build with JD5. So yeah, give me somebody innovative, man. Give me somebody that has been studying the offensive play calling game and want to be an offensive play caller that's coming from a winning, a successful offense. For the last couple of years, I know everybody look at the Andy Reid tree, the Kyle Shanahan tree. What did a lot of the Kyle Shanahan tree? You see guys like Mike McDonald over there with the Vikings, Matt LaFleur with the fucking Rams. I mean with the Packers, and then you got McVay with the fucking with the Rams right now. So I was coming to look for you. What it do, Cash? Shout out to Cash in the building. Matt LaFleur is a good. That's what I'm saying. What do you think about Kliff leaving? I'm upset that he's gone. I would have gave Kliff another year to try to prove it, with a healthy unit and a consistent Terry McLaurin, with a full all season rocking with the offense and all that. I would have gave him one more year. So I'm a little torn. I would have gave him at least one more year, Cash. Did he leave or did he get fired? They labeled it, they parted ways. Both parties parted ways. So he parted ways. He wanted to go and seek, I guess, a head coaching opportunity. So yeah, I think that they parted ways. Simba already know. I'm happy y'all. The mailman is ecstatic right now. I know when he seen the alert, he was like, man, fuck yeah, let's get it. Fuck yeah, good riddance. Getting a new OC is just part of the game. Baker had a new OC each year in Tampa and was still good for sure. I don't think that JD5 is going to fall off by any means. I'm just saying that's a question that has to be asked. Is that going to hurt JD5 in any way? I don't think so. I think JD5 is savvy enough to pick up any offense that comes in. But they got to be on the same page, though. Wouldn't mind getting Brian Dable. And all right, let's talk about Brian Dable. Do y'all feel like what Brian Dable was able to do with the Giants offensively, with the quarterbacks that he had and with the talent that he had, was he given the short end of the stick? Or do y'all think that with a better quarterback and more weapons, he will be a lot better offensive coordinator? Y'all let me know. They want a different offense, more runs. Jayden under center ball control. Yes, I think that's the reason why the part ways is coming. Do you see that AP? Oh shit, want to talk at Edge Russell? Yes. Me and AP been chopping it up, Slim, because some beef with Slim because you could have went and got Mike Green out of Marshall last year over Josh Connolly Jr. AP, I ain't mad at Josh Connolly Jr., but god damn it, we could have got a young nigga that could have been developing now and going into year two with a tremendous get off the ball on first and second down. Me and him been talking, man. Man, AP real cool. He be hitting me up and we be chopping it up. I be telling him about it. So, like, nigga, you should have went Mike Green, nigga. And let Mike Green fall to the fucking Ravens. You goddamn right, Jeff. And I would have took Nick Ememonri at safety. I would have took the safety pick. Hey, we let go Jeremy Chin. I would have took this. I would have took a defensive player over Josh Connolly Jr. Andrew Wiley did not play that bad. He didn't play that bad for us at right tackle, y'all. I think he could have gave us one more year. We needed Connolly though, and he's improved tremendously. Yeah. Father Care. I'm not saying I'm mad at Josh Connolly Jr. being here. I like the pick, and I think he has progressed. This season taught him a lot, and he's progressed, and he's working with a vet and Laramie Tunsil. I think we're gonna see a way better Josh Connolly Jr. next year. But I'm just saying that if you had to ask me at that pick, I'll tune into this draft here. I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna be doing a live draft party, man. My good man gonna pull up. I'm gonna have some ribs. I'm gonna smoke some ribs. Get some fried chicken, and we're gonna have some drinks, and we're gonna have another draft day party. I'm gonna be live on YouTube. I might be live on TikTok too. I just gotta go get me another camera. But y'all going, if y'all would have saw my reaction when we took Josh Conley Jr. Slim, y'all would have laughed at me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I was pissed off. But seeing the vision of AP and him wanting to fortify that front line for JD5 and the success that we had, I ain't mad at it. First round, I would have taken the safety from Seattle Seahawks. Yes, sir. DMV. I'm definitely that was my top two. And this is why I hate evaluating talent. I'm heavily like evaluating talent year to year, draft to draft. My brother and my man got me into watching a lot of college football, and I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. So Kingsbury to the Chiefs. Damn, I don't think that's happening. I think we can pick. How do we say? Oh. But yeah, man, I'm not mad at the pick. I would have just took Mike Green, or that's just my pick. That's all. Hell, man, you right, bro. Just injury prone for sure. Who do you think is our next OC? I'm not sure, y'all. I don't know. I'm looking at y'all. If y'all been scouting some offensive coordinators, I'm listening. I'm gonna check them out for sure. Left tackle got 2 years. Yeah. Now we needed an O-line. We did. I'm not mad at the pick at all. Tennessee could go after him. Kliff Kingsbury. I think it's gonna be his first option. I think he's gonna try to pair himself with another young QB, and that's Cam Ward. I think he probably seen something that he liked out over there in Tennessee. Just gotta give him some weapons. It's all good. We getting Caleb Downs. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, Jay. MC, I'm not, man. Connolly definitely improved. We had to cut him some slack for those first couple of weeks for sure. I wasn't mad at him getting barbecue chicken by Micah Parsons and the slew of other pass rushers that he had to go up against. I was happy because I believe that the best teacher is getting your ass on that motherfucking field and getting cooked. That's the only thing that's going to make you better. It's either going to make you or break you. Sitting your ass on the sideline, holding a clipboard and watching film and how to study, it helps. But you do that throughout the week leading up to Sunday anyway. You studying film anyway, regardless. After that, he was locked in. He had a good game against Max Crosby. Even Brian Burns got him cooked him the first time, and then he even had a bad. He had a couple of last bad games, but moments and games. But I'm talking about. I don't just look at moments and define a player. I'm looking at all 4 quarters. How did he play all 4 quarters? Are you gonna give up some plays? Fuck yeah, you are. You're a rookie. I expect you to. I want Mike McDaniel to be our next OC. Hey, KK. Keep hope alive, brother. Maybe the next GM say, hey, man, I want to take this job. And maybe it's the GM that they really, really want. I can bring, but I want my own head coach and my own quarterback. Maybe, hopefully. Or maybe that the offer on the table for the Miami Dolphins is, hey, for you to be the GM, you got to work with Mike McDaniels. And I'm going to be pissed because Mike McDaniels, I want him coaching Jayden Daniels. I think Jayden Daniels and Mike McDaniel will be a match made in heaven. All like say no diddy. AP wants a big edge rusher in the draft, Ruben Bain or David Bailey. David Bailey, size-wise, is not the biggest edge rusher. Kevin Falk, maybe. Guys like I forgot his name. I don't want to butcher it. Timmy Lua out of Oregon. Also get Isaiah Likely and free agency, the mailman. You already know that's my second tight end, mailman. You already hit. Shit is hell no to what, man? What you saying hell no to? I'm pretty sure people have requested to interview KK as head coach. But yes, another year as OC could happen. Yeah, it very well could. He definitely might have to prove himself again, y'all. It's not always likely. I wanted so bad Mike coming to DC. Me too, bro. I was hoping that they lost the last 4 to 5 games, and it just like, nah, Slim, you ain't gonna work here. We gotta go. We gotta get somebody else in here. Thank you, but no thank you. That's what I wanted, y'all. But it looks like he's gonna be in Miami another year. Fuck. Who's your first tight end in free agency? Kyle Pitts. I think as soon as free agency opens up, you throw a bag at Isaiah Likely. I don't think you throw him a bag. You throw him what he is worth. And then you put a sprinkle a little extra on it. You put an extra little incentives and all that. I don't think you can. I'm not trying to get in the bidding war for Isaiah Likely, but I think you do got to give him what he's worth. Man, he cooked with Jayden Daniels. Who cooked with JD5? I think it's someone else free agent opens up. Yeah. David Bailey is better Bane as a rusher. Bane is good as a run stopper. I agree with that. I agree with that assessment. Who said that? Johnny. I agree with that. Kingsbury. Nah, Kliff Kingsbury did cook with JD5. That's why I'm mad that they parted ways. I just wanted Kliff Kingsbury to get better as a play caller, you know. And I wanted him to get a little bit more under center with JD5. That was my only two gripes. When Kliff Kingsbury was in his zone calling plays, he was in his fucking zone, and you saw it. It showed when he was in his bag and calling plays. But then he always just fell back to the old, like, I'm going to get pass happy with JD5. And that's what I didn't like. What did Bailey do against Oregon? I ain't watched the game. Showed right off the first snap, pressure immediately. I didn't think they was going to win the game against Oregon. I don't think that they matched up well. Him, and these are some sneaky guys that we ain't even talking about. We're talking about the top edge rushers. You got guy Romeo Heights, who played opposite side, had a very productive season last year with Texas Tech on the opposite side of David Bailey. Tech defense was elite, but the offense was awful. Yes, and Rodriguez, a sneaky linebacker that's going to help somebody out. You said the only guys I'm resigning are Tress and Chris Paul. I'm not mad at Chris Paul. Chris Paul was serviceable. Don't get me wrong. But I think we need to pause, beef up our interior O-line. And I like Tyler Biotish, but we need to get a heavier guy at that center position. I want to move guys off the line. I don't want to just stalemate them. I don't want to have to shield them off. I want to get some push on the O-line. And I think you can only do that if you get some heavier guys in that interior O-line. That's all I'm going to say about that. English should get rid of Petula for Dabble. If the Eagles lose first round in the playoffs, they're probably going to fire the head coach. I mean, the offensive coordinator. We need to start blitzing. Yes, Jake. Hey, say that. I'm pinning that shit. Say that fucking again. Pin that. We need to start blitzing. I thought that we should have started fucking blitzing fucking midweek when we lost Dorrance Armstrong and we lost a slew of our fucking pass rushers. We should have been blitzing our ass off. I'm talking about every fucking down. Every down. I would much rather lose blitzing and trying to put constant pressure and say, hey, if y'all get beat on the back end, hey, for real, I ain't mad at y'all. But we ain't just gonna sit back and play. Oh, y'all gonna move the ball on us, and we're gonna hold the line. We're gonna hold the line. Fuck holding that line, nigga. Get these motherfuckers off the field. And the only way that I know is to just fucking blitz. Blitz the safety, blitz the corner, blitz the linebacker. Nigga, like, leave somebody open. I don't give a fuck. Blitz, and when you don't blitz more. That's what I would have did. But we ain't see that even with with DQ taking over. I ain't even see that from him. I'm tired of the bend, but don't break. Yes. KK, I said it and I'll say it again. And I'm going to continue to say it as we go through this offseason. Whoever our defensive coordinator is, you better be aggressive, my nigga. Because I do not want to see us giving up 30 points a game and going into shootout with defenses. That's not the type of defense I want to see in 2026. I don't want to see it. I want to hold niggas under 25. I want to hold niggas from getting past that 50-yard line. I want motherfuckers punting the ball. I want to be known as the team that made offenses, other teams punt the ball the most in the end. Like, we would force a lot of punts. That's what I want. And I want turnovers too. But I want turnovers first. But punts I'll take. Don't allow these motherfuckers to cross the 50-yard line. That's the mindset that I want. Yeah, I don't believe in that soft zone coverage bullshit. No, we're gonna play some zone, but we're gonna play a zone with one less guy in cover. Because guess what he's gonna be doing? We're gonna go get that quarterback. So when we start Jordan McGee and we go and if we get another linebacker, Frankie Louvu, when your ass is in this game, nigga, you're rushing the fucking quarterback. When we drop back, you're going to start at linebacker, but you're going to be blitzing the quarterback. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. The days, let this be the last year of us playing bend but don't break defense. DQAP, whoever the fuck you bring in, let them be an aggressive-ass play caller. Yes, Louvu had a very down year this year. Next year is going to be his last. It's going to be his last if he's not producing. DQ past his prime, and that's why I say, man, you probably need some young whippersnappers in there like me. Commanders upset over Kliff Jayden Daniels among players, blindsided by OC. Exit Jayden Daniels, don't start that shit. JD5, I do not want to see you tweeting or saying that you upset. Urban with the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, he should have been blitzing. I think he should be like put on some more weight, become a pass rusher. The Joe Whitt firing had to happen. Yeah, the writing was on the wall when he got demoted. Cheers, Bobby Wag killing me with the yes he was. Yes, the fuck he was. He was horrible in pass coverage. Following from watching this live, passionate fan like a lot of us, I can see this going to be fun. Following, interacting on this channel. Hey, appreciate you, done on the YouTube page. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, y'all, my defensive mindset when it comes to defense, I want to be aggressive, blitzing, making plays type of defense. Work with the follow. Appreciate you. Kliff wants to be a head coach. That's why he's not here. And again, I would have rather them say, we parted ways with him to pursue being a head coach. But if he don't get a head coaching job, why? Like, I would rather him have them let him stay on the staff and let him interview, get hired, and then we let him depart that way. Departing now, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can really agree with the departing ways now. That's just my only gripe. Mike, let him go out there and say he was being, interviewed and hired. And I hope he land a head coaching job. I think he's worthy of another chance. He's proven it in 2 years, I would like to say. That's not his style. You got to send him more. He going to get after that QB. Who? What's not his style? Who are the options at OC? I am not sure. Who we picking at 7? Caleb Downs, David Bailey, Arvell Reese. Bobby Wag. Yeah. My bad. I quickly forgot who he was talking about. My fault. But he's still a downhill linebacker. He could still, Bobby Wagner can still be successful at getting downhill. It's just that when you put this motherfucking pass coverage, that's when everybody on the fucking, every fan in Washington is like, why the fuck is he playing on third down? Get his ass off the field. Traylon Burks re-signed breakout season. Jayden, I would love to bring Traylon Burks back, but do you think he comes back if we bring in a Brandon Ayuk as well? Do you think he's going to get the same type of opportunities, even if we bring in a guy like? And I only pose that question because a lot of people saying Brandon Ayuk is going to end up here. I don't think if we bring in a Brandon Ayuk, I don't think he comes. I don't think Traylon Burks comes back here. I just don't. Matt LaFleur might be a good option for OC. Father Current, he is a head coach for the Packers, unless they fire him. If they fire him, hell yeah, bring him in here. We need an old line. Wagner was just old. Tight ends ate us alive this year. Yes, they did. And running backs. Oh, Mike McDaniel. We're going to go all out for Brees. I wouldn't be mad at Brees Hall. That's my number one running back going into the offseason that I would pursue. But I don't know if y'all been following my man Rasheed White on Twitter. This nigga all but know that he coming to Washington. He done already wrote it. Like, he done already got the deal planned out. The nigga trying to come down here for mumbo sauce and goddamn and chicken wings. This nigga's all ready. Mike LaFleur is the OC for the Rams. Oh, for real? So, is it Matt LaFleur for the Packers head coach? My bad. I got the LaFleurs mixed up. My fault. I'm bringing Burks back and developing him better. I'm not wasting time with Ayuk. I ain't mad at that. Before the season, I wanted Zay Flowers. You want to trade for Zay Flowers? Wow, White. No, I'm saying White has solidified. He's said that he's coming to Washington. That's what he said. I don't know if that happens. I appreciate that, Father. All right, my bad. LaFleur, if the offensive coordinator for the Rams, hell yeah, he has that Kyle Shanahan. He's under the Kyle Shanahan umbrella. I like Kyle Shanahan umbrella play calling. Do I like Rachaad White? I'm gonna rank my running backs for y'all. Breece Hall, my number one option. Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne Jr. And then I'm putting now we need a blue chip receiver out of the draft. There's some receivers out there. You're gonna have to get one in the third round. We ain't got a lot of draft picks, so who you gonna bring in? You ain't lying. You ain't got the lie, Craig. Who you bringing in? And then I put Rachaad White after Travis Etienne. Those my rank. That's my ranking of running backs. Potential running backs in the free agency, that is. White is a great receiver, but he doesn't break tackles. Fair. Was it a good thing to get rid of our OC? I don't think it was a good thing. But I'm behind the organization and whatever moves they make. I may not like them, but I'm still riding with the mob. Before we made that trade for Debo, I wanted Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. Wait. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Rudy with the fucking follow. I was about to say something. I'm about to say your whole name. Omar Cooper is good value. 6'3", 6'4" is all I'm looking for as a receiver. Hell no, he fumbled too much. Who? Oh yeah, they do be fumbling, but Skins boy with the fucking follow. Thank you. Sorry I missed it. Bro, you changed my opinion. We need a big edge rusher in the draft. I'm not gonna say we need a big edge rusher. I think you can get a big edge rusher. Like, it's gonna be some guys late in the third, fourth round that you can still get that's gonna have that pulse, that size, that's gonna be able to set the edge. I still think that you need that guy that's gonna be able. I think you can develop a Bailey, a Cassius Howe into being a better edge rusher. I think you can. Now we just got to get him time to get there. What do you think about Hill coming off his ACL? The type of athletic player that Tyreek Hill is, I think he'll be all right. You might see depending on how his recovery goes. He got hurt a lot early. He got hurt midway through the season. He might be good, but I'm not trading for him. I'm not giving up draft. I'm not giving up draft value for another 27 and over player. That's just not. I'm not doing it. Would y'all bring back Chase Young? He had a good year with the Saints. I would consider bringing Chase Young back. I would consider it. Do I think the organization gonna bring him back? Nah. Hill is a locker room cancer. Hill locker room cancer, Urban, when you got a motherfucking quarterback can't throw past 20 yards. JD5 can throw past 20 yards. I don't think that nigga be a locker room. He just seen Terry McLaurin get some deep passes. That nigga gonna get that pill. I think he would not be a locker room guy if he can get that motherfucking pill thrown to him. That's just me. When you got a nigga that can barely throw over 25 yards with no zip, yeah, I'd be pissed off too. Like, this motherfucker can't throw, Slim. This nigga got a weak ass arm. Jayden will eat next year. I want to trade back and get a guard/tackle. Urban, you want to go get a guard tackle? First, you want to trade back for that? You wouldn't want to trade back for like another pass rusher or like a cornerback or a linebacker or a safety or a receiver? Need edge, tight end, running back, linebacker. I agree with the first two. Supreme. I think that there's running backs that you got a free agency. Are you talking about from a draft perspective, or are you just talking about overall perspective, what we need? The Seahawks guy. We need defense. Sure. What about the deep threat receiver that the Seattle have? Who? What's his name? Mateo. Did I say that right? Is it Mateo? I want to make sure I pronounce your name right, bro. Chase is going to want too much money for just 10 sacks. Yeah. Ben Sinnott going breakout. I wouldn't be mad at Ben Sinnott. I think he can be productive for our offense. Mateo. Okay, all right, my bad. I know I just always say DMV, but I don't like butchering people's names. I always get clowned for fucking up people's names. I am not good at pronouncing names and fucking remembering people's names. So, hey, I apologize. If I fuck up anybody's name, don't be mad at me. Shaheed from Seattle, I think he's going to stay in Seattle. You think we getting Caleb Downs for the safety for the draft? I do think Caleb Downs is a valuable option at number 7. I think we can get him at 7 for sure. Everything else I think we can get from free agency. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I wish we had a way to grab Garrett Wilson. I wouldn't be mad at trading for Garrett Wilson either. Would you want Garrett Wilson or Brian Thomas Jr.? You want to link JD5? If I'm linking anybody back with JD5 from a receiver standpoint, I'm calling Brian Thompson Jr. Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt. Everybody, a lot of people been talking about Stowers out of Vandy. I haven't checked his tape out. I'm going to dive into that as the offseason progresses, but I haven't been looking heavy. But if you want to know about a tight end, youngin out of Utah, 6'7". 6'7". No, we ain't getting Wilson too much money. No, for sure. I know we ain't getting them. These are all hypotheticals that I'm entertaining at the moment, Father Current. If you're from the DMV, you gotta pronounce Spanish names. You right. You right. You fucking right. Jorge, Rodriguez. I'm joking. Need to get Flores or Raheem for defense. Have y'all checked out Raheem defensive rankings with the stints that he's had? If we get Nakobe Dean in free agency, then get Anthony Hill. All right, and I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan. I don't think Nakobe Dean is a 4-down linebacker. Does that make sense? I don't think he's a 4-down linebacker. He's great at blitzing and he's great at stopping the run. So that leaves only one category where I think he would not excel at. And that's just me being honest. Then get Anthony Hill. I wouldn't mind Anthony Hill, but I see him as a late first, maybe early second to third round pick. And we don't got no second. If they should talk to Kevin Stefanski for defensive coordinator. Is he a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator? KK, I'm not sure. Do you think Kingsbury is getting let go? Kliff Kingsbury is let go. See that? They parted ways. Kliff Kingsbury is gone. If they should, he's gonna be in college. OC. Oh, he's an offensive coordinator. And I know they didn't have a lot of talent in Cleveland, but do you think that the talent that we have would allow him to be successful? Did you see AP tell Quinn to tank and Quinn said no? I saw that. Everybody been talking about that whole exchange, and I saw it. I was like, damn, Slim. For all the tankers that wanted us to tank and get that 5th overall pick, that's a general manager type response though. He want a lower pick because he can wheel and deal. But as a head, and I only say, I know a lot of the fans wanted us to tank because we're looking at it from a fan perspective. But I reiterate this is that sometimes you got to step out of being a fan and look at it from a player and coaching aspect as well. Because guess what? Yes, AP probably wanted him to tank and react. Like, even though he laughed it off, he probably has some seriousness behind it. But him tanking and losing, how does that make DQ look going into the next 2 to 3 years? Because DQ probably realistically only have another 1 or 2 years to get this thing right. And you don't want to lose the locker room because you want to tank. Players don't want to tank, y'all. I don't know a lot of players that want to tank in the game of football. I don't think we could have gotten that top 5 pick. I think we would have because Cleveland won. And I think that was it. That was the talks. We could have got in between, Paul's 7 and 4 and 5. That was the talks. I don't know how true it was due to strength of schedule and all that. Yeah. In fact, that's why I like Quinn because he loves his players. Snoopy. And that's what I mean. Like, let's try to look at it from if you was an NFL player and you was on the Washington Commanders, are you and AP came and said, hey, Slim, we're gonna throw this game. Yeah, but nigga, what about my incentives that I gotta play for? Hey, Slim, I get one more pick that could turn this game around. Jeremy Reeves. Slim, that's like 300-400 bands that's out of my pocket. You gonna pay me that money? Now, if you gonna throw me 300 bands just to say drop the pick, nigga, I drop every goddamn pick that they throw at this motherfucker. Yeah. Take after that. If you gonna guarantee me my money. But for players that are out here playing for contracts, they're playing for incentives, they're playing for their future if it's not in Washington. Because guess what? Anybody that's evaluating the pending 35 free agents, they're not just looking at every game except for week 17. They're looking at the whole body of work. They got scouts that they pay a lot of money to watch and analyze and pick up and look at and figure out, hey, is he a guy that's going to come in here and give me everything he got? No, even if we have a bad season, they looking at that type of stuff. So it's easy to say as a fan perspective, hey, yeah, we should have taken and got the higher draft pick. How the fuck you going to convince that to players that and then risking injury? Because we know that if you go out there lollygagging, you get your motherfucking head knocked off on that football field. Oh, man, I'm trying to tank. I ain't going to run as fast. Boop! Concussion, nigga. You seeing stars. You seeing the little black things. You got a headache for the next 2 to 3 days because you bullshitting. Not to mention they are all dogs, not in their mentality to throw games. Exactly, Mark. Exactly. This is people grinding their entire life to get to this point. We can't just tank, and that's why it is not just we know that winning the game doesn't do nothing for us from the season perspective. We understand that. Because I'm on the side of, hey, we won, and they went out there and competed, and they put on good tape, and they ended the season on a winning note. I know it's no moral victories, but I can't, in my right mind, step on the football field or any court or anything and think that I'm about to go out this motherfucker and say, hey, bro, hey, we need to lose, bro. We need to lose. Fuck no, nigga. You better, nigga, go somewhere else with that. Me as a player, if I return back next year and I know you one of the niggas that bought into the tanking shit and you throwing the game, I'm gonna look at you funny next year, nigga. I don't want you in my locker room, nigga. I don't want to go to war with niggas that want to be quitters. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to go to war with them type of niggas. I wanted to go to war with niggas that's willing to, regardless of the outcome, we gonna go out this motherfucker and play like it's our last down, nigga, ever. Those type of niggas that I want to go to war with. I don't want to go to war with niggas that mentally check out. Like how we seen a little bit from Jonathan Allen, like right before he left. But he on doing his rah-rah speeching and all that. Like, nah, bro. Fuck out of here. You quit on me, nigga. I don't want you on my team next year. And if I see you quit on me, nigga, I'm probably we're gonna throw hands on the field, Slim, or on that sideline. And I ain't no tough guy, but I'm a competitor, bro. I don't fuck with losing. I don't like losing. I'm a sore loser. I'll be the first to admit I hate losing. I hate losing, y'all. And I'm a fucking competitor, Slim. I don't Doc with the fucking hold on. What she throw? Sent the heart me. What? Bro, they always restricting me for some shit, y'all. Why is TikTok fucking with me? Am I cussing too much? Appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate everybody that's sharing the what's the name? Yeah. I really died playing that game. Like if I really had the physical ability and God blessed me to play in the league, Slim, I'm one of those ones that y'all don't even come knocking on a GM. I don't care none about that, Slim. I am not going out here and trying to lose. Because when you go to that extent of having a tanking mindset and not really plan to get a lower draft pick, I really wholeheartedly believe, why am I even showing up, Slim? I'm not even about to play. Man, y'all put somebody else in there. I'm not playing if that's what y'all want, bro. I'm not stepping on that field and risking my life. No, I'm not doing that. I'm so glad no more trash RPOs and screens on 3rd and 15. Yeah, that time is over, y'all. ESPN against the Eagles, a division rival who needs to win for home field in the playoffs, especially against they was playing for something, and they probably thought that it was cool to say, hey, man, we're going to try to beat them with our backups. That's cool, and I'm glad y'all did that. I'm glad y'all thought highly of y'all backups. Y'all know that y'all wanted that second seed. It's all good. You ain't gotta admit to it. Let's see. I don't know, y'all, why they restricted me from viewers. That's crazy. JD5 is apparently frustrated with Kliff leaving, as he should. He should be frustrated. But guess what? Everybody that break up with their girlfriend or boyfriend, they frustrated for a little bit, but you'll get over it. You'll get over it. You can be mad all you want. You can be mad all you want. At least 49ers giving Eagles belts. Hey, and that's gonna be a tough matchup, man. I'm excited to see how that game play out. And the 49ers and Eagles always have like some tough competition. They always have some tough battles. They've been having some tough battles in the playoffs, I'll say. To go to the Super Bowl or to advance. So to see them match up again first, like it's gonna be a tough matchup. I want to see how Brock Purdy come out and play against that tough-nosed defense. And I want to see if the Eagles defense can get it together and move the ball down the field and put up some points. But yeah, man, I don't like the mentality of wanting to tank and lose and not be competitive. That's just not me. It's not me. And I don't dislike anybody that thinks like that. That's cool. You're entitled to your own opinion, but don't get mad at me before saying, oh, I want to see my team compete regardless. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm crazy. I'm a little crazy. I'm a little delusional. Back when we didn't have nothing to play for, week 17 against the Dallas Cowboys, and we already knew we was picking second overall. I was literally watching that game as if we really had a chance of winning. Like I was watching week 17. We ain't got nothing to play for. We ain't got nothing to win. Why am I so invested? I was locked in as if we had a game next week. That was me. Is it Dr. Malika? I want to make sure I say your name right, Doc. I don't want to keep saying Doc. Is it Dr. Malika? For next season, I want to see how JD5 will take playing with their new OC and scheme. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think his professionalism is going to he's going to be mad right now, which he very well should be, because he built a relationship with Kliff Kingsbury and he has success. You don't want to see nobody that you had success with gone after 2 years. I didn't want to see him gone either. So I understand it. I understand people not want to. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Shout out to Dr. Malika, man, for double tapping the screen, man. She's a real one, man. Y'all go follow up Dr. Malika, man. Shout out to her. I understand his frustration. He should be frustrated because I know a part of his frustration, he feels like it's his fault. He didn't stay healthy enough to show that Kliff Kingsbury deserved to be here another year. But what I think JD5 will ultimately understand as the time goes on is that with more success, Kliff Kingsbury was going to be gone anyway. If we had another successful season, he was likely out the door for a head coaching job. He's always alluded to that's something he's very interested in. So if you was going to lose him this year, or you was going to lose him next year after having another successful season, and there's still a chance he might get a head coaching job. So if he lands a head coaching job, is JD5 really that upset? You was going to lose him regardless to a head coaching job. What, you was going to go with him? You better not say you. I'm trying to roll with. So you was going to lose your OC regardless, bro. It was going to happen. It's inevitable. It was going to happen. The writing was on the wall. Now, him parting ways, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see him part. You don't want to see the parting ways type of title. And you don't want to see it go out like that. You want to. I would rather, like, again, I'll say this and I reiterated this again. I would have rather seen him get interviewed, still be our OC, and get interviewed and get hired as a head coach, not be parting ways and then go get a head coaching job. That's just me. Appreciate J Bug for the fucking sent heart me. The turkey neck Dan Quinn should be gone, not Kliff. Look at what he had to work with this season. With all the injuries, Terry holdout drama, DQ won't be here in 2030. Mark my words. Woo! Dang, man. Sorry. Hey, that's a tough one right there. So you think DQ should be gone over Kliff? So Kliff should have became the head coach over DQ? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from, King Joe. I understand. I see your. I don't think he's gonna be here in 2030 either. I think he is a what's my man that coach for the the Warriors, and he came and got the team right, and then Scott came in and took over, whatever his name is, came and took over, and they started winning the championship. I think he was here to rebuild the organization and rebuild the locker room, to get that losing mentality out of the locker room, out of the organization. Peter Gray with the share, appreciate it. Mark Jackson, and that's the downfall that you would get having Kliff over a DQ. I don't think Kliff Kingsbury could command a locker room like DQ has, and that's not a bad thing. I think honestly, Kliff Kingsbury is probably better OC than he is a head coach. I think he would be better. Like we see Josh McDaniels, who had 2 stints being an offensive coordinator, being a head coach. But guess what he ain't never bad at? Calling the fucking offense. I think he's better. I think Josh McDaniels' staple is being an OC. I don't think he command the locker room offensively and defensively. I don't think he can lead a full team. But I think that they both can lead some offenses. Don't get me wrong. We want more of a run-oriented offense. Kliff play style was too QB dominant, which got Daniels hurt. P Green, you're not wrong. The only thing I will push back a little bit on is the shout out to the 2K likes. Shout out to Dr. Malika for double tapping that screen, and my man Jay Bug in the building. Shout out to Jay Bug, man. Appreciate the support, my guy. And that goes for a lot of coaches in the NFL. Yeah, Raheem Morris, he might just be better off calling defenses. I don't know. We'll see. If you get another head coaching, job. But like I was saying, the only thing I give a little pushback on Jayden Daniels getting hurt, the passing, him dropping back and evading the pocket is not Kliff Kingsbury's fault. Jayden Daniels did sometimes take the hit that he could have probably avoided, if that makes sense. I think JD5 could have avoided that tackle. And I know a lot of people want to say, well, man, a lot of them was hip drop tackles. I get it. But shout out to the 3K likes. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all for double tapping that screen. Thank y'all so much. A little YB. Hey. Appreciate to the 3K likes, y'all. Thank y'all so much. But again, appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the TikTok and on the YouTube live. I'm running both at the same time. I got my YouTube live up. I got my TikTok live up. As we discussed, losing Kliff Kingsbury and Joe Whitt. I'm looking for an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator going to 2026. JD5 not happy right now, which he should be. Why did they part ways? Dom, if I had to put my finger on it, and a lot of people have been talking about it, it's the play style. They want to see more of a traditional run, West Coast probably offense where you want to see JD5 on the center a lot more and devoting a lot of more time into the run game. And minimizing the 4K. God dang. Shout out to the 4K likes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. So that is probably the direction that they are going towards, but we'll see. I mean, it's only really one air raid offensive coordinator in the league, and that's Kliff. I don't see nobody else running Kliff's type of offense in the NFL other than him. Say, I don't know why a lot of these younger QBs want them extra yards when they scrap, because that's what they're used to doing in college. A lot of the habits that you see with these younger QBs is stuff that they bring in from college. Look at Cam Ward. He's not a guy that's going to evade and scramble a lot, but guess what he's going to be? A gunslinger. He's going to risk it. But that's what he did in Miami. That's what he did in his previous, colleges before Miami. He was a gunslinger quarterback. And those same traits he's brought into the NFL. 5K likes, let's get it. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for all the support and love, man, that y'all showing me on this TikTok live, man. Thank y'all to to the 9 concurrent viewers that I got here on my YouTube live, man. Y'all know I'm trying to build up both communities at the same time. They're competitors too, yeah, and it's an adjustment. And you got to be willing to. We saw the same thing with Lamar Jackson, y'all. Lamar Jackson is probably like a staple of a slimmer frame, guy coming into the league like JD5. That as you've seen him grow and mature as an NFL player, yes, he still takes hits. Yes, he still scrambles. But you see Lamar from the first year to year 6 or 7 that he's in now, he's not putting himself in that much of harm's way. You see him diving a lot, getting out of harm's way, not taking those unnecessary hits that he don't have to. He sucks being a head coach. He's a good OC, but he sucks as a head coach. He don't make adjustments. Juju, you talking about Kliff? I ain't mad at that. I love JD5 to work out with Lamar in the offseason. Father, I would too. Shout out to the 6K. God. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Him working out with Lamar Jackson is definitely something that he should look into. But also working with your receivers, man. Getting with your receivers this offseason, trying to get ahead of the chemistry game going into 2026. Calling out your running backs, flying everybody out as a quarterback to Cali, to your hometown, getting back on your high school football field and getting in some of those mental reps with your receivers, whoever we sign out of free agency or in the draft class. Try to get those guys out there as early as possible. Wait, did you see see our 26 and yes, sir. Hold on, stay right there. Here we go. Yeah, I done dropped a video on that, K. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Our schedule is going to be pretty daunting from a home game perspective. Indianapolis, if Daniel Jones come back, in the way that he's been playing, we don't know if he's going to start the season on that, but it's still some tough teams. Not gonna lie, it's not as bad as this season. Cincinnati, them fully healthy, we're gonna see and how their defense responds. Houston Texans, you got to see how that defense that we're going to have to go up against, that's going to be a tough one for JD5. Seattle, again, at home is a tough one. Atlanta, I'm not worried about. San Francisco going to be a tough game. We going to get back on Minnesota Vikings. Jacksonville, they not a slouch team that you can take lightly either. Arizona, I'm not worried about. But, here we go. Tennessee, I'm not worried about Tennessee either. But here we go right here. Yeah, I've been locked in. I dropped a video going over the 26, 27 schedule on my YouTube page. Go check it out. Well, it was a live. I did a live yesterday. Now it's not as bad, but hey, shout out to the 7K likes, man. Thank you so much. J Book is double tapping the mess out of that screen. Thank you so much, J Book. I appreciate your support, my guy. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Real talk. And if I haven't told y'all, Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Hopefully, y'all having a good start to the New Year's. It's almost 2:00. And I still got work to do. Let me see something real quick. Who messaged me? I'm still working too, y'all. I'm doing both. But yeah, man, this is shout out to the AK likes. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you. Hey, man, if you're new to the channel, man, welcome to Simba Sports Hub, where your boy talk all things Washington Commanders football. We just talked about Kliff Kingsbury and Joe Whitt being let go. Curious to everybody's thoughts, man. How y'all feel about losing Joe Whitt? I mean, well, we already knew we was losing Joe Whitt. We already seen Joe Whitt not making it. We already seen the writing on the wall with him. We either going 10-7 or 6-11. Not gonna lie. You can't see the schedule? My bad, Shiz. Give me 1 second. I'll run it back for you, Schlein. Here you go. This is our home and away. But this even seeing this type of schedule, all these home games, does that mean I'm going to run back my season tickets, man? Do I want to pay that bread to be a season ticket holder again? Or do I not want to give them people their money? We need a new gift goal. How the heck you change that, Dr. Malika? Let me see. Can I change it here? Let me see how I change that. I'm still learning how to work this platform, y'all. So don't mind me. Let's see. Oopsie. My bad. I got to figure out how to change that. How the hell you change your gift goals on here? Let's see. Let's see. Nah. What you gonna do? Can I change this one? Let's see. Start that up. Here we go. Let's see what we got. And y'all know I don't really do this for gifts, y'all. I'll wait to see our new, especially. Damn. Okay, Dr. Malika with the one gift. I'm gonna switch it up for you though, Dr. Malika. I appreciate it. Dang, with the GGs and the gift. Thank you so much, Doc. Appreciate it. Say season ticket to the dance game. Say keep your money in your pocket. Hey man, I've been a season ticket holder the last 3 years, man. I want to run it back one more season. I would wait to see our new offensive coordinator would be. Probably. Hey, that's a good. They gave me until Friday to re-up, or they're gonna remove my tickets from me, man. It's all good. If I got re-up, I just re-up. He said, but you're a Cowboys fan, MJ? Oh, my brother, diehard Cowboys fan too. So it's all good. It's all love, man. It's all love. He's entitled to that. Oh, did she see the? My bad, shit. Did you see the schedule? Here y'all go. Dr. Malik, I promise you, after this live, I am definitely going to switch up the goals. I'm gonna add some different stuff. I really just be coming in here and talking football. I love. Shout out to the 9K likes, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Can we get the 10K before I get off of here? Can we get the 10K before I get up out of here, y'all? Bro was in liquid form when the Cowboys went to the NFC Championship game. Hey man. Hey. Cowboys, they got something brewing over there. I hope they don't get no better. Y'all think the Cowboys gonna bring back George Pickens? Y'all think they gonna get a deal done? Brody back in here. I know he gonna say yeah. I know Big Bro gonna say yeah. Let's get into 10K real quick, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to get ready to get up off of here. I gotta go take my adult nap before I continue work. I hope not too. Go Bills. Shout out to all the Bills fans in the building. Cowboys ain't doing nothing as long as Jerry is alive. Dang. That's tough, y'all. I see y'all double tapping that screen. Thank y'all so much, man. KK, Dr. Malika, thank you so much for the likes. Appreciate it. Everybody that's double tapping the screen, appreciate y'all. We at 9.5, baby. Let's go. Double tap that screen. 10K likes, man. Thank y'all so much. Again, like I told y'all, man, your boy Simba will be doing full off-season content. So when I hear news, y'all will hear the news. Whether it may be a live or y'all gonna see me drop a video, just giving a recap on it. I may not always be able to go live, but y'all will always see me drop some type of news update for y'all. It may not be right away. I do work. Elizabeth with the follow. Thank you so much. I do got 2 kids. I got an oldest that's in gymnastic and dance class I be at. And sometimes I do my live from the car. So y'all might see that as well. Good thing we play the Niners at home. Yeah, Fernando. Yeah, welcome Kyle Shanahan back and send him back home to Cali with an L. That's what I want. Shout out to the 10K live. Let's get it. Let's go. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. You say you selling those tickets to the Niners game? Are you a season ticket holder, Father Carrington? When you sitting there, my guy? Hey, y'all, don't be surprised if y'all see me renew. I'm a what do they call it? I am a impulsive buyer. I am a section 222. Oh, you guys listen. You got some good seats, brother. I'm in 303, Slim, for now. I'm in 303 for now. 303, baby. I like being able to go into the warm part of the state. Uh, but hey, man, I'm an impulsive buyer. My wife knows it. She don't like it about me. But I might just re-up, y'all. I don't, and I deal with the the backlash that I might get from wife. She might look at me side eye. You paid an extra $1,500 for tickets? Yeah, babe, I'm sorry. I did that. I'm sorry. Cause I feel, man, hey, oh damn, you had them for 30 years? Hey, did they boost your prices? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting off topic, but this is they boost your prices for next year? Or you locked in? You Godfather then? Can you put me on with your rep and let them keep my shit the same? Been sitting there since I was a kid. That's what's up. Oh, yours went up too? Damn, they don't even give a fuck about the niggas that's been locked in for 30. I'm sorry, I gotta stop cussing. They hit you too for increase. Oh, your aunt handles them. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, my good man. He got tickets a row over for me, and he go and have with his mom's. Woo. Yeah, 4 of them was 7,500. All right, now hold on. If my math is mathing, and I ain't that good at math, I'm good, I'm decent. I ain't that good. Slim, for 2 tickets, I was paying 5 bands in section 303. You mean to tell me for 4, you was paying 7,500, only an extra 2,000? Shit, man. They must just be trying to get over on me. They must be, and now they boosting my prices up to 6,700. And let me just say this, Commanders, Washington Commanders, sending me a private website with my name on it, and I know that how y'all designed the web page. Y'all just inserted everybody's name. Y'all coded it. It's the same spiel, but that ain't, and y'all not making me feel like 6,700 is worthy of paying y'all for season tickets. I'm just saying. And I'm sorry I'm getting off topic a little bit, but I gotta talk about it. I gotta get this off my chest. 6,700 for, and when I talk to my rep, they talking about, yeah, you get the little glow. The glow, we shown the glow sticks. They added more food court, free food junks that you can go get food from. I said, Slim, I don't care about them watered down hot dogs, Slim, and them stale chips and them dry pretzels that y'all handing out, Slim. I don't care about that. Like, give me like a 3 games of like being able to go down on the field doing warm-ups or something. That's what I want my 6,700 to go to. Let me have a game where I get to go stand in the tunnel when they running out, and then I can go back into my seats type of thing. Don't charge me 15,000 just to get that type of experience. 6,700, Slim. Y'all know the prices in the DMV and in the World Period is going up. Nah, yeah. For 7,500, I need an interview, Slim. I need to be a part of the defensive staff or something. Let me come out there and hold the pads for the hand drills on the defense. Like, I need something a little bit more than y'all giving me some little glow-in-the-dark wrist bracelets for the night games, and y'all want to have a little coordination of glow-in-the-dark wristbands. I don't care for that. I don't care about the little 10 stations that y'all added for the free food. Nah, Slim, that ain't moving me. That ain't moving the needle for extra 1,500. It's just not. It's not moving it for me. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta come. Oh, and then now the training camp is exclusive to season ticket holders, but they done sold out on season ticket holders, so it looks like a regular training camp day. How I feel about the schedule? I like the schedule. And again, I'm not trying to be nonchalant, y'all, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't give a fuck who we play. I don't care who on the schedule. I like my mob versus any other mob in the NFL. I'm always gonna be like that. I'm always gonna be a realist too, but I ain't say we're gonna win every game, but I don't care who we play. I don't care who we play on the schedule. The only reason I care about the schedule is for these away games. For those away games, because I go to away games. I like going away and getting away for a weekend and going to go root for my team and another. I like going into the enemy's den. I like to be a little risky. The only place I ain't going is Philly. Philly and New York, y'all different breed. Y'all try and get Bama's locked up. Y'all try and get Bama's on damn near murder, manslaughter charges, potentially. I ain't about that life. I got a family to take care of. Need Daniels to stay healthy for a good season. He will. Or even let me call out the players' names for the run out. Yeah, let me do something, Slim. Let me run out. Let me lead the pack. Let me lead. Hey, man, welcome to Washington Commanders led by Simba Sports Hub, Slim. I might be tired. I may not make it all the way to where they be running to and go do a quick little prayer with JD5 or something like, give me something more for 6,700, Slim. I'm not. But I'm an impulsive buyer, y'all. I'm impulsive. My wife knows this. She know that I would do it and then, tell her, hey, babe, I re-up. Go ahead and get mad at me. I may not get talked to for a couple of days. Yes, sir. We need that mentality in the locker room. We need you on the coaching staff. Hit him up. Hey, I'm a holler at AP Slim. I'm, draft room. Let me go sit in the draft room for draft day. Drive up to Ashburn. Drive up there. New York is fine. Philly, you're going to need a switch. Indeed. Because I don't believe in fighting fair no more. When I was legal, when I became legal, I don't believe in fighting fair no more. I ain't got time, bro. I don't have the time. I don't believe in fighting fair. I don't want to fight at all. I'm getting too old. And I'm only 35, but I ain't got time to be fighting, Slim. I ain't got time to be getting jumped all over a football game. I'm good, Slim, and I'm not going to be disrespected by any man or any human. I just won't. I won't tolerate it. I will remove myself first. I will always remove myself. But it's only but so much. I know mentally I will allow somebody to talk crazy to me before the old Simba comes out. And I ain't I am not a tough guy. I just stand on man and principles. And I always give people respect that they deserve. And I never disrespect nobody first. I only show disrespect when I'm being disrespected. And I don't mind fighting and lose. I don't mind fighting for my respect. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna win. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna knock nobody out. But Slim, you gonna know, hey, leave him alone. Like, I might have went a little too far there. I might shouldn't have said that to him. Like, that's just me. So this is why I stay away from people. Yeah, you talk as much. Yeah, I love talking shit. Yeah, hey, talk as much. I'm with all of that. But there's a line. And once you get across that line and get into disrespect, yeah, Slim, it's time. It's best I leave. You got it, bro. You got it. I'm gonna gracefully bow out. You got it, Slim. No, I don't leave now. Hey, just chill, bro. You won. I concede. Because where you about to take that? Hey, Slim, it ain't gonna be too much more talking. I'm sorry. And I'm not a thug. I'm not the toughest man walking this earth, but I just stand on certain morals and principles, bro. Like, just be respectful. That's all. That's all. But we ain't gonna. Yeah, I'm looking at the away games. I might head back out to Arizona again. I'm thinking about heading to Tennessee or Jacksonville, but I don't know yet. I got to talk to my man. We always travel and hit up a game together. Shout out to the 11K like, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Last year, old head was about to pop an Eagles fan because he was on. Yeah, CBS. My man DMV ain't here. Go Commanders. Shout out to you, Rooster. Thank you, my guy. Yes, sir. DMV in the building. Capitol Heights, where I was born. If you know Watts, not Watts. If you know the farms, where I was born and what. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the DMV, man. Let's get it. Shout out to all my PG County, residencies in here. Shout out to everybody that came from the Capitol Heights area. You know what I'm saying? Capitol Heights, born and raised. Born in Frederick, Maryland. Shout out to Frederick, Maryland, my guy. What it do? Shout out to the 12K light. And led by Dr. Malika. Shout out to Doc. Yeah, let's go. Calling it now, the Jazz game will be one of the best games next year. And I think they already alluded to us having an international game next year too. It might be that San Francisco game. Or it might be that Minnesota game. I'm not sure. It's going to be one of these odd teams, that Cincinnati or somebody like that. If that still stands true, we might have an international game too. And depending on how the season going, Born in Moco. Shout out to Mo County in the building. Moco in the building. My sister went to Montgomery College out in Moco. Shout out to Moco though. I hooped in a couple of leagues out of Moco. Another 4-13 season. I'll be pissed off if I re-up and we have another losing season. I'm gonna be so mad because I like to sell my tickets too because I don't like going to every home game. I like to re-up. What high school did you go to? I went to Suitland. Suitland Rams, baby. All 4 years. Walked across that stage. Suitland Rams, my guy. Suitland. You went to Dunbar? Okay. All right. Oh, I know you grew up at what's Dunbar? The one in DC or the one in Greenbelt? I presume the one in Greenbelt. But man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hey, it is time for me to get the heck up out of here. DC, bro. You see why I had the A's, right? Because you got a lot of Bama's. I want the Dunbar. Which one, bro? It's a difference. There's a difference. You can't just say Dunbar like that. You got to be specific. You from Source and Quarters? Hey, I ain't never met. If I ever run it, you got it, bro. You got it, Slim. Y'all breed it differently over there. I know about the Quarters. Y'all, you got it, Slim. You got it, dog. I don't want no smoke, Slim. I want no smoke. Slim said he from the Corners. Whoo! You got it. You got it, big dog. I'm just here to talk football, brother. I don't want no smoke. But you understand the mentality, though. You understand we here. I definitely. I say he from the Quarters. Sheesh. Like be living from the Quarters, Slim. But hey man, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We need that get back with the Vikings. I still can't handle that donut. Yeah. 31 Naskin is nah. We definitely need that get back. And playing against J.J. McCarthy, who didn't play well against any other team but us. He wanted to play Hall of Fame bound football against us. But I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. Hey, to my YouTube community, to my TikTok community, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. I guarantee y'all will be getting more content. Y'all will see Simba go live a lot more. I'm about to get out of here. I might try to sneak a nap in before I finish work. But I'll catch y'all in the next one, baby. Raise hell. I'm up out of here, baby. Let's get it. Ugh.